my own rhetoric debate. When I first started working as a secretary at South Africa's biggest horse racing company, I realized very soon that it was not just a job, but a way of life. I was young, inexperienced, and only had a secretarial diploma. My mum, who became one of my bosses, mentored me for a year. A new position became available in the marketing department, reporting to the marketing and public relations manager. I went for the interview and, to my surprise, persuaded them that they needed me in their department. I got the job. After working as an assistant for a while, the company was in the process of launching their first satellite channel called Teletrack. Prior to the launching of Teletrack, an opening ceremony had to be arranged in order to promote it. During this time, I was being trained on how to organize events. I'd never organized an event of this magnitude, where media, powerful owners and trainers, and other important dignitaries were invited. This was an event I really wanted to be part of. So in my excitement, I approached Justin, my marketing manager. One look at Justin and I instantly knew I was going to do a lot of talking. So I gathered my emotional side and started the plead. This was Justin's view. I was too inexperienced to plan, organize, and initiate this huge media event. My view, I debated that it would be the best experience for me, especially since it would entail both public relations and marketing. Imagine how much I would learn from all these stakeholders. Justin's view, I would never be able to cope with the pressure and stress. My view, I had a thorough knowledge of how the industry works and I was interested to learn more about it. I was young, energetic, and very committed. Justin's view, I haven't been in the industry long enough. Mine, I was in the process of doing a marketing diploma and I was well on my way to being educated. Therefore, I would know a lot. I was passionate in my job and the horse racing industry. Horse racing was in our blood. I love eventing, and when you love something so much, how can it not be a success? Justin's view, it's not a social function for me, but a corporate event, and I have to be professional and behave myself. My view, of course. Justin's view, there would be the media and their TV crew, photographers, key editors, all of which could be intimidating. Mine, I realized the magnitude of this function, and I will delegate all tasks to staff and subcontractors well in advance to ensure that activities planned are well coordinated on the day. However, Justin has a lot of passion for the industry, and he started off with knowing minimal, but he learned. I won. I persuaded Justin that I was the right person for the job. I planned, organized it, and initiated the Teletrack event, and it turned out to be quite successful. So, as Aristotle says, the success of the persuasive effort depends on the emotional disposition of the audience, for we do not judge in the same way when we grieve and rejoice or when we are friendly and hostile. Thus, the orator has to arouse emotions exactly because emotions have the power to modify our judgment. To a judge who is in a friendly mood, the person about whom he is going to judge seems not to do wrong, or only in a small way, but to judge who is in an angry mood, the same person will seem to do the opposite. Many interpreters writing on the rhetorical emotions were misled by the role of the emotions in Aristotle's ethics. They suggested that the orator has to arouse the emotions in order to motivate the audience or make them better person, since Aristotle requires that virtuous persons do the right things together with the right emotions.